Good morning, tech peoples, and welcome back to FLYTECH Daily, the only podcast where your tech news is served with extra speed and a side of context. I'm Nick.
And I'm Daniela.
Here are the 5 top tech stories you need to know in under 10 minutes. For our first topic, the Trump Mobile T1 phone is either revolutionary or ridiculously fake.
For our second topic, Nintendo Switch 2 just dropped, and it's giving off just fine energy.
For our third topic, WhatsApp is doing the thing we hoped it wouldn't, bringing ads to your chats.
For our fourth topic, TikTok's AI influencers are here, and they're coming for human ad jobs.
For our fifth and final topic, iPad 26 that's now basically a Mac with touch.
Let's hit it.
For our first topic, the Trump Mobile T1 phone is officially a thing, or maybe a Photoshop experiment, or maybe a meme with a checkout cart.
The T1 is a $499 phone from Trump Mobile, supposedly designed and built in the USA. It's gold, it's got wild specs. It's promising Android 15, 5G, a headphone jack, and a 6.78-inch AMOLED screen.
And it ships in September, allegedly. No processors listed, and the photos, let's just say they scream AI-generated beauty pageant flyer.
And let's not forget, a headphone jack and Android 15, that's like wearing Yeezys with a powdered wig. So, Nick, what's our takeaway for this story?
Either Trump Mobile pulled off a miracle, or this thing is vaporware dipped in gold paint.
For our second topic, Nintendo just dropped the Switch 2, and it's more remix than reinvention.
It's bigger, sharper, slightly better. The Joy-Cons are improved. There's 4K output, but the OLED displays from the Switch 1.5, gone. Battery life, not that great.
New features include magnetic Joy-Cons, game chat integration, mouse mode using the Joy-Con, yes, seriously, and USB-C on the top and bottom.
And the game lineup, solid. You got Mario Kart World, which is a big hitter. You can even stream to friends with Game Share. And yes, GameCube games are back, baby. So Daniela, what's the takeaway for our beautiful Nintendo listeners?
The Switch 2 is more like the Switch 1.8. But hey, sometimes just better is all you need.
For our third topic, WhatsApp is officially rolling out ads.
Yup. Ads are now showing up in WhatsApp's status feature. Basically, its version of Instagram stories.
Meta promises your chats are still private, they won't sell your phone number, but they will target you with limited info like your city and language.
It's the latest move in Meta's $160 billion ad machine. And no, you can't text your way out of it. So Nick, what's the takeaway for our buddies at WhatsApp?
WhatsApp ad-free era is over. Now your aunt's vacation selfies compete with shampoo promotions.
For our fourth topic, TikTok's Symphony is turning influencers synthetic.
TikTok's AI ad platform now creates full videos with virtual avatars. You upload product shots and prompts, and boom, you got an AI trying on your jacket and modeling your skincare. TikTok says the avatars will be labeled as AI, but that won't stop brands from choosing budget-friendly bots over real creators.
The influencer game is officially getting automated. And yes, your favorite fitness guru might be 100% code.
For our fifth topic, iPadOS 26 brings windowed multitasking to the iPad, finally.
Apple's new interface lets iPads act more like Macs, with better background processing, improved file management, and a full-blown desktop-like windowing system.
It's affixed to the half-baked Stage Manager from iPadOS 16, and now even older iPads can get in the window juggling fun.
Greg Federighi even joked about how long it took, but Apple says the stars finally aligned. More RAM, better chips, and more people using keyboards with their iPads. So Nick, what's the takeaway for our buddies over at Apple?
iPad finally feels like a laptop, just don't expect it to fully ditch its Netflix first vibes. So Daniela, what's the takeaway for our beautiful listeners before we head on to Thursday?
For our first topic, the Trump T1 phone is likely more fantasy than flagship.
For our second topic, the Switch 2 doesn't reinvent the game, but it smooths out the edges.
For our third topic, WhatsApp is tossing ads into your statuses, like it or not.
For our fourth topic, TikTok's AI influencers are cheaper, faster, and fully synthetic.
For our fifth topic, iPadOS 26 finally treats iPads like they got a brain.
And that's it for your FLYTECH Daily.
Drop us a 5-star review. It's free, it's fast, and unlike the Trump phone, it's actually real.
And don't forget to follow us so you never miss the trends that will shape your screen time.
We'll be back tomorrow with more headlines, more takes, and fewer fake phones.
Until next time.
Peace.